welcome all. My new hometown. Kind of moved out here for a couple of reasons. I understand there's a lot of mines, abandoned mines up in the hills, and as you know, we are deeply about gold and gold panning. But more importantly, it's rural. This is no longer the big city for me, coming from Las Vegas here a year or so ago. And up here, I believe there's a sign that tells us what the town is, and I'm hoping you'll be able to read it. There it is there. If you couldn't read it, Golden Valley, Arizona. We are about 18 miles in from the Nevada border. We're heading south, and it's kind of an interesting. It's an interesting little town. It's about 12 miles across. It's a little bit rural here for the next few miles, so even if you want to skip ahead, I wouldn't blame you. But there is some commerce. Now, we don't have a supermarket yet. However, we do have at least $3 stores that I've seen, and they do carry some produce, fruits and vegetables. No meat. Can't get any hamburger there. Can't get any chicken there. Certainly can't get a steak, but I imagine we'll have a market out here before long. There's mile marker 16 from Arizona, or from the Nevada-Arizona border, which would be in Bullhead City, Arizona, crossing the bridge to Laughlin. So we're not too far from Nevada. My cell phone still usually gets the Nevada time all the way this far. But I'm going to take you to the other end of town, and we'll point out a few of the attractions. We don't have anything like bowling alleys or movie theaters, or really, I don't think there's any entertainment venues. There's not even a little miniature golf course or anything like that. No roadside stops, anything like that. A lot of snowbirds here. This RV park in the winter is packed. A lot of snowbirds, and they come down here to stay warm from the northern states. Seems to be a lot of these RV parks, mobile home parks. There's another one coming up on the right. I've counted about 3 restaurants in town, which I have not been to any of them yet. But the one coming up here that says Off-Road Diner, that's not open. Unfortunately, because it looks like my kind of a place to go in for coffee. This is a town you can buy an acre lot for 10, 12 to about 25,000, depending on what kind of utilities, if it has a well and a septic, and etc. We bought one for $7,000. It was just sort of an unusual deal that came up, and we snapped it up. And the one we're living on is bigger than an acre. It's about an acre and a third. It had living quarters, had a shop, big RV space pad, and the sale price on it in the summer of 2020 was $60,000. And by the time we got ownership of it and moved in, we were having offers of realtors that said we should relist it for $75,000, but we didn't want to. We wanted somewhere to live. So this part's a little bit rural, guys. However, I'm going to keep the camera rolling. There are a few things along the highway here, and I'll point them out. Otherwise, you can fast forward. Now, over here on the left, they want to recall Gene Bishop, but this is supposed to be a very, very good pizza place. I have to make it a point to go in there. real estate offices. People from California during the pandemic are all moving here, and that's what's kind of driven the prices up. They've been a little stagnant for the last 10 years from what I'm told.
Direction we're heading. If you continue south another 10 miles, you go over the hill into Kingman, Arizona. And we're going to give you a tour of that town here in the near future. Kingman, Arizona is quite a bit bigger. About this town is a little bit strange. See here on the left, that's an open air plus indoor flea market. Now I've been in there, very, very fun. They have produce sellers, but that's not the funniest part. There are 3 flea markets in this town, and there are not that many people here. I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to look it up. I think there's about 15,000, and that may be high. But there are 3 outdoor flea markets of all things. In Laughlin, Bullhead City, Fort Mojave, there's not one. And there's a lot more tourist traffic in those towns than I think here. So the locals must support it. Very modern school here. Not sure what grades there are. Now we're getting into a little bit of commerce. A lot of it's on the left side here. A subway, which is always important. Lots of gun shops here. It's an open carry state or real estate. And here is what I think is our only fast food, which is Sonic. It's a guy with a ton of Ford trucks. One of our dollar stores. Like I said, there's at least 3. Might be another one off the main highway here. Every small town in Arizona and Nevada seems to have a shed builder. Anybody has any interest in anything down in my area, which is the tri-states, where Arizona, Nevada, and California come to meet, and they want a video done, say of some property they're interested in or anything, that is a service I can certainly provide for you at a very nominal fee. And just message me, and we will get back to you. Now we're kind of getting to the, I would say it's kind of the northeast end. We have the Golden Oyster here on the left. I've heard that's also quite good. Not exactly sure if it's open during the pandemic. Although Arizona does have a lot looser restrictions on places you can go in and dine, etc. Another Family Dollar here on the left. stuff. Well, there's a restaurant I didn't know about. Restaurant El Rancho. I have no idea. The Gold Lady. I have to get to know her. We're a little bit into hobby mining ourselves. There's Nina's Sweets and Cafe. Souvenir shop. There's our only tire store, I think, which is good to know. Rock shop, a bar. Valley Pizza. Sure, that's good. And our third, this is all outdoor swap meet, Bucky's swap meet. I walked through there, some interesting finds. And we're getting to the tail end of our tour here, guys. I'm going to take you a little further. There's some more commerce on the left. And we'll call it good. But if anybody's interested, this is Golden Valley, Arizona. I'd sure like to hear, maybe you live here. I'm new, only been here a couple months, and like I said, if you have any interest in this town and want to see something or have me film it for you, I'd be more than happy to oblige. Alright, a little more commerce. Several gas stations. There's a bunch of little shops there. I don't really know what they are. But I think there's some opportunity for home-based businesses, which is what I do pretty much now. And as long as you have a FedEx truck and a post office nearby, you should be good to go. There's a body shop, Collision Center. Alright guys, I think we're going to find the U-turn spot here, being as if we go any further, we're going to be trapped and we're going to have to go all the way into Kingman. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed our little road trip. I know when I was looking for a place to live, I searched YouTube a lot for these kind of tours. So, we'll give you another one soon, and that will be, amongst other places, that'll be Kingman, Arizona. So guys, thanks for being here. Doug at Doug's World Tour. On the way home and out.